and this will be live on Facebook.
Yep. Oh, no. Here we go. All right, we are live. Okay. Adam Witten, Brett Strelo here from Sunbelt Media Day in New Orleans, talking with our player guests, quarterback Joey Aguilar, wide receiver Kaedin Robinson. What's been the experience like so far? Joey, what are the highlights? Tell us about the highlights so far.
The highlights, definitely some oysters. The bouillon, I think that's what it's called.
Beignet.
Wait a minute.
Beignet.
Beignet?
Beignet.
You're talking about the fried dough with the powdered sugar, right?
Yeah, but also the other thing at dinner.
The boudin balls?
The boudin ball.
ball,
The boudin ball, yeah.
Yeah.
I think those top three for me today. Or since being out here for sure.
What about you?
I would say the oysters, the char grill. What were they?
Yeah.
Char grilled oysters.
Yeah, those were my favorite thing for sure. Dessert wise, the beignet was over the cheesecake for me. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Those folks that are watching us on Facebook Live, tell us about the fits. So you guys are looking phenomenal, by the way. I'm not even going to try to describe it because I would do a poor job of doing so. Kaedin, tell the folks that can see your outfit on Facebook Live, what's the get up? How'd you come to the conclusion of wearing this when you came here? Walk us through the process.
I might have to turn toward the camera a little bit too. Just give a full...
camera's right over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, I knew I wanted to go navy blue suit, and the pinstripes happened just to be on it, which I kind of like. And I told Joey we got to be the best dressed there, so we didn't disappoint. I think we are the best dressed here. And I went yellow on the shoes to support App, of course, and a little gold handkerchief. So came together well.
Okay, the three-piece though.
Three-piece with the vest. I got the vest on, bow tie.
Yeah, the bow tie. Why the bow tie?
Just so I could wear my necklace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shows the necklace.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, what about you?
And then me, I wanted to go gray, but not like a regular gray. This kind of like a scratchy gray. It kind of got like a scratchy gray. and then I ordered some yellow shoes too, but they didn't come in time, so I just went with the regular black and white.
Okay.
White shoes, bow tie as well, so I can wear my chains as well.
And you didn't get any powdered sugar on your suits. Very impressive.
Nah, I took a bite and all the powder flew off.
Well, I don't know what I feel like I'm learning, and I don't know if there's a competition for best dressed media, but I feel like the chain game, the necklace game, that's the key that we're missing. What's the key to the right kind of neckwear?
I don't know. It just whatever you like, you just got to wear it.
Literally, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So this has been kind of a whirlwind so far, right? We're recording this just before lunchtime. It's 30 minutes into lunchtime back in North Carolina, but you've had a few sit-downs. You've gotten a series of questions. What do most people want to know at this point when they talk to you about your role, App State football, the approach to the season? What are some of the more common things that people have been asking you about so far?
Really, the connection with me, K-Rob for sure, and then also how the team is gonna do. I mean, everybody asks about our new transfers, and then our O-line that we got. So they're just really worried about me, K-Rob, and then how the O-line does.
Yeah, my questions I've been getting asked is for sure about me and Joey's connection, and the transfers, both defensively and the O-line, just how they fit in with the team or how they mesh with us. But yeah, and a lot of preseason talk. But I mean, preseason is preseason, so you know how that goes.
You guys haven't let that go to your head yet, have you? I mean, 'cause for those that don't know yet, both these guys, first team All Conference, Joey preseason Player of the Year, but that hasn't gone. You guys don't think much of that, correct?
No.
Not at all.
It's not.
Well, for the connection that you two have, I mean, can you describe that journey of you getting to know each other better, and you come in and we'll start with Joey. Joey's smiling. So how did you guys get to kind of really mesh and gain that chemistry over the starting last year?
Honestly, just chopping it up more, hanging out. I mean, in the locker room, staying after practice. Not even just me and him, like all the receivers, honestly, and we all just like chop it up, go get some food, just chill, go play pickleball or something like that. Just really like kicking it, hanging out with each other, and then just more work. I mean, when we go out to the field, we'll probably go like Saturday, Sunday, or any day we don't got practice and work on extra routes and timing and things like that. But my job, I know if it's a certain route on timing, I know when I got to get it out, and then on his part, he also knows when I have to get it out and when he has to be at a certain spot. So just us both being on the same page just makes it easier for both of us.
I got to slam on the brakes for just a second.
I know where this is going.
Pickleball. You mentioned pickleball. Okay.
You say pickup or pickle?
Pickle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was pickleball. Elaborate. Are you pickleball players, aficionados? What's your level of interest there?
Oh, I might go pro.
Yeah, right.
You play too?
Yeah, we've been playing recently. Just what?
He weak.
No. Yeah, we've been playing recently. We've been getting the guys out there playing pickleball, so it's been fun.
What's a good pickleball name? Like, you got Joey Dimes, or like, what would you say for pickleball?
J Pickle.
J Pickle and K Pickle.
No, probably like J Spike. Okay. Spiking that thing.
Nah, he's all right.
Just don't start calling the end zone the kitchen or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Gotta get to the kitchen, bro. Come on.
That's him. He'd be all up in the kitchen.
You call him on it too?
I let him slide because the score would be like 8-1, so I let him get the
Oh,
point.
jeez.
Whatever.
Well, you talked on the podium the idea of you got to put your work in early or else it's too late. Adam talked to Matt Greenhall a week or two ago about the work he's been putting in with the players. From your perspective, what kind of spring and summer has it been when Coach Greenhall gets unleashed on you guys? It seems like a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's hard work, but it's great work. I mean, nothing in life comes easy, so you got to work for everything. And what he's doing is really good for us. I mean, sometimes some things suck, but you got to go through life. Sometimes things suck and you just get over it. But he's preparing us very well for this season. I mean, last year we didn't know what to. He came hard last year. Like workouts was crazy hard last year. But this year we kind of knew what was coming and everybody bought in. So I mean, it's hard, but like mentally we know like we could get through it and like our sprints, our workouts, like everything is just preparing us. Even though like we might not think it, but slowly and surely everything's coming together for sure.
Yeah, like he said, I mean, when Coach Matt came in here and he laid down all these rules, we like, whoa, he said no elevators, no all this stuff. But with the work, he works us hard, and it's good for us. We need that structure. You got to have that structure. I think it starts with him, honestly, because we're around him every day. We're never really around our coaches. We're around him more than we are all the coaches. So It's been good though. I love it. I love what we do for sure.
Okay, be honest. How often does K-Pickle, how often does he come back to the line, to the huddle or to the formation or the sideline and say, "What are you doing? I was open."
He don't really say that. I'll ask him like, "You were open?" He'd be like, "Duh." Yeah, and then he throw his hands up like right here, dog, right here. But I usually ask him because like sometimes if I throw like a bad ball or if I throw it out of bounds or something like that, I'll ask like a receiver around like, "Hey, were you open right there?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I was open right there."
A receiver is always going to say yes to that question, right?
Yeah. Until we watch film.
You're always going to say you're open.
Yeah.
How often are you saying that?
Probably every play. Like, dang, bro, why you ain't throw? Yeah.
Well, I guess the good thing, the college football game that's come out, Joey can throw it to who he wants and he doesn't have to hear feedback.
Yeah.
Or Kaedin, you can make sure you get the ball as much as you want. I guess we'll start off, you were asked about this earlier, to be promoted and to be in that trailer, that's got to be a really cool thing that you got some bragging rights, or just to see yourself running across the street. Maybe kickoff returns, you don't do that quite as much, but
it was cool just because, like I said, just to see App State being featured. It could have been anybody. It could have been Joey running, somebody catching a pick, but just to see us featured for the longest highlight in the trailer was really cool. And like you said, just being on the game, it's like it's a classic. That game hasn't been out for 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years, so it's forever a classic, and I'll always be on that, so I'll always have bragging rights. So
Yeah. When you play, do you throw the ball to any other receiver?
At first,
he sent me a picture one day. He had like 800 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns, and I had like 12 picks because he kept trying to throw it to me.
the first couple of times I didn't throw it to anybody else, but now I'll throw it to everybody. I'll throw it around, but I'll usually lead the team in reception still though. But I try to spread it around a lot.
Joey, who's a young guy that maybe fans don't know as much about, that you're like, on this game, like, all right, I'm hitting this up. Like, I've gotten texts from friends who are like, "Hey man, I'm hitting up Hetzel a lot on this game." Like, who are some of the guys on the game that you've kind of turned into stars that maybe are younger guys we don't know yet?
I mean, Mekhi Jackson, they kind of skimped his overall, but he's a baller on the game, and Grant Tucker for sure.
Yeah, Grant Tucker's really good on the game. For sure.
Yeah, Hetzel might be the best receiver on the game. No cap.
What's each of your biggest gripes about your rating in the game?
Probably just overall, honestly.
Yeah.
You're higher. Yeah.
Coach
I
Clark
mean,
sound like your speed. You shouldn't have a gripe with the speed based on what Coach Clark said.
I'm cool with the speed. 91 speed. That's really realistic.
That's good.
Oh, actually, my strength. They got me my strength weak. Like if I get hit, I fumble. But like, how you try to run people over?
But I do feel like people in smaller conferences. Like if Joey would have been in Power 5 and did what he did, he probably would have been sitting at a 94 overall. You know what I'm saying? So I just think overall they should have done it better. But it's cool. 85's cool, honestly.
Yeah.
You guys led the conference in all conference selections, first team selections. Nobody from the offensive line gets all conference love, at least in the preseason. I know that doesn't matter, but I'm going to give each of you guys a chance to stand up for your offensive linemen and tell the viewers, the listeners, why this offensive line has a chance to be really good this year. Joey, I'll start with you.
I mean, I think that'll just make them more hungry. I mean, our O-line are out there grinding every day, killing themselves trying to get better and just competing with themselves and the D-line. So, I mean, that preseason stuff, it's cool and all, but it don't really, phase us much. I mean, we want everything to be legit at the end of the season. So it just make them more hungry, make them work maybe even a little harder, but our O-line is going to be very good this year.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what he said, like you see a difference in this year because they got something to prove because now they're the question mark of the team, you could say. But like you see Markel Samuel running 24 gassers, he's winning every one. Like you didn't see that last year. Like he's sprinting. Like you got Kaedin Sweat, you got all these in the transfers. They bought in. Like they're like, man, we didn't work like this at our old school, but man, it's gonna make us good. So it's been good to see them boys grinding for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of new names that fans aren't that familiar with, and it's probably too early to know like who's going to start here and all that stuff. But just even from a personality standpoint, we know that there's some size to this group. How would you kind of characterize like what these guys are like to be around?
And O-linemen?
Yeah. O-linemen are different. They're crazy. They're funny for sure.
Great people though. Great people for sure.
Meatheads.
All right, for each of you guys, where has your game improved the most in terms of what we saw at the end of last year to what you think you're capable of doing when the season starts this year? What's been the biggest improvement to your individual game, K-Rock?
For me, I played a lot of outside receiver last year, and this year, going into this year, I'm going to be more primarily in the slot, so just working on just getting in and out of, like, maneuvering in the middle of the field because it's different. I mean, you don't get pressed every play, but you got to know how to move and know how to not get touched, so I've just been working on things like that in that nature, so.
And then me, it's just understanding the play, defense, decision-making, and speed as well.
Well, not to give away any secrets, but going into the bowl game and you do play slot and obviously have a really good game, did you sense that there was something that position would work well for you, or is it more like, hey, this worked out, like let's roll with this a little bit?
I knew it would work because, for me, the slot is easy because, like I said, I don't get pressed. I got a free release every play. Like, I can just run and I can look at the defense, make my decision on what I need to do, if I need to go, if I need to stop, if I need to go in. So I think it'll be a good and big year for me in the slot for sure.
I like this question that you guys got when you were at the podium doing the press conference or in front of all the media. But somebody asked you guys what were the determining factors in staying to play in Boone, because you guys had outstanding seasons, and we know how things work in college football right now. But I thought each of you gave really good answers in terms of why you wanted to stay in Boone, go through the unfinished business, be here for 2024. Joey, I'll start with you, but I'm curious to hear both of your answers. What was it about this place and what was in front of you for 2024 that made you say, I don't want to go anywhere else, I want to stay in Boone?
Yeah, there's definitely offers, but nothing beats Boone. When I committed here, coach gave me a chance from a kid from California, JUCO kid, come across the world to play for him, and I'm a firm believer of finish what you started. So, app community, fans, players, coaches, and just anybody out there, super nice. Super great to me, and just being in Boone it's a different feeling. You can't, especially like the family culture, you can't go nowhere else and get that everybody buying in at once Like if you go to some other schools, egos and everybody's doing it for themselves, but everybody in Boone is like apped out. Like the players are like players want to win for the team and for the program, not just for themselves. So you can't find that nobody else.
I hear a marketing slogan coming, apt out. I love it.
For me, I'm big on relationships, and I developed great relationships through recruiting out of high school, junior college, and the transfer portal with Coach Clark. So he gave me an opportunity when he didn't have to. My third one, he sat me down in his office and said, "Man, look, this is the last time I'm offering you. Either you coming or you ain't." So I said, "Man, where's the papers?" But no, man, like Joey was saying, Boone, you can't beat it. Like I've been at another program and like dealt with like different cliques, and like he was saying, here at App it's just a huge family. Like not even just a team, coaches, fans. Like I can go to a restaurant and they know my name. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't beat it. It's home for me, and I love it, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Well, you said you came here off one catch. I mean, it was a good catch.
Yeah,
it was a touchdown, right?
It's got scored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess last one for me as we wrap up. This event kind of signals, hey, the season's here.
Yeah.
You know, camp will start pretty soon for you guys. I mean, for just days away from that.
Yeah.
How do you kind of transfer your mentality now? Things are getting started now, and it's time to go.
I mean, once camp start, you kind of click in because we got workouts, but we also got a four-day break. So just getting ready for camp mentally. I mean, it's long, it's like 2 weeks straight or something like that, like 8 to 8. So just mentally getting right, and then going out there and perfect my craft because you make everything you work now. I mean, everything's gonna come second nature when the season comes. So
for me, I'm ready to go right now. I see some of the opposing players here, and it's just making me want to play. But like you were saying, we get a 4-day break, but you just gotta learn. You gotta know when to flip that switch on when it's go time.
Well, guys, we appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. And learning, we always learn something about the guys every time we get a chance to sit down and do these. So great football players and evolving pickleball, future pickleball pros as well.
Yeah.
So Joey Aguilar, Kaedin Robinson, thank you guys. K-Pickle, J-Pickle. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That J-Pickle kind of crazy.